For many, playing in the pros is a dream. But Karen Churchard has been working with the big boys for years, with a career trajectory that has led to prominence in multi-million-dollar football circles and landed her a key role in Arizona's tourism industry. Karen's love of sports goes beyond regular participation. It goes as far back as her late father's involvement in Little League. While in high school, another vocation emerged. I was always organizing events. Later at NAU, Karen learned more about special events and thought, wow, if I can get paid for doing that. News of internships would come across my desk first, and I learned that the Fiesta Bowl was looking for an intern. Soon after, mentor Bruce Skinner hired her as the first intern to work for the Fiesta Bowl. In 1981, the Fiesta Bowl hadn't yet become the mega event of today, but it was on the cusp. Karen began her internship the fall before the Bowl's New Year's Day debut. As the Fiesta Bowl took off, Karen's job followed, dramatically expanding and changing its focus. Her role as events intern matured into Director of Special Events and finally Vice President of Operations, overseeing all 50-plus special events, 2 College Bowl games, staff, and volunteers. Karen was also instrumental in writing persuasive bids that earned Arizona and the Fiesta Bowl the opportunity to host major national events, including the Bowl Championship Series and the 1993 U.S. Figure Skating Championships. After 21 years, Karen left the Fiesta Bowl to open her consulting business, where she was quickly tapped by the Greater Phoenix Convention and Visitors Bureau to write Arizona's bid for Super Bowl 42, which was awarded and held in February 2008. Additional clients included the annual Rock and Roll Marathon, the Bowl Championship Series National Championship, Super Bowl 42, and the annual Tostitos Fiesta Bowl. While continuing her consulting, she was hired in 2004 as President and CEO of the Arizona Tourism Alliance. In her position, she was entrusted with the state's travel and tourism industry and advocating its importance. In 2007, Karen was appointed by then-Governor Janet Napolitano to establish the Arizona Centennial Commission, serving as its director, and ultimately to plan and direct the state's 100th anniversary of statehood. In addition, she formed the nonprofit Arizona Centennial 2012 Foundation, organizing a high concentration of signature projects, events, and promotions. The Arizona Centennial planning came in the midst of extremely difficult financial times. With no state-appropriated funding, the foundation was required to raise all monies for the signature projects and events. Through private corporations, foundations, and individuals, Karen and her board raised $10.5 million and secured an additional $5 million in federal transportation funds for the Centennial Way Signature Project. Major highlights of the Arizona Centennial celebration included creating a mascot, the Arizona Copper Chopper, and its traveling exhibit, producing large-scale and free-to-the-public Best Fest events held in Phoenix and in Prescott, creating the largest organized motorcycle ride in Arizona history with 4,000 participants stretched out more than 20 miles, refurbishing the state's historic Capitol Dome through a statewide Children's Penny Drive, and the creation of the national award winners Centennial Way and the Centennial License Plate. Encouraging statewide involvement was another major initiative, and through the official Centennial event application process, 250 events were sanctioned and held throughout Arizona. Karen continues to work in state government as the Assistant Deputy Director of the Arizona Office of Tourism. In her role, she also consults with the agency's director on sponsorships of major events in Arizona and is assisting the Arizona Super Bowl Host Committee with the planning of Super Bowl 49 in 2015. Much of Karen's expertise is credited to her years of being actively involved in IFEA. Under the leadership and mentorship of 2001 Hall of Fame inductee Bruce Skinner, her first experience with then IFA was in both planning and attending the 1983 convention held in Phoenix. Karen was one of the first to achieve status as a certified festival executive, later CFEE, in 1986. A longtime member of the IFEA President's Council, Karen was elected to the IFEA Board of Directors in 1993 and served in several capacities, including chairman of the board in 2000. Karen also served 8 years on the IFEA Foundation Board. Karen says she's blessed beyond words, having had the opportunity to be so involved in the sporting, festival, and tourism business. Her Arizona peers, who collectively nominated her for this prestigious award, says she is the ultimate event professional, has been a huge difference maker to the industry, and they couldn't even begin to describe the void that would exist if she had not dedicated her life's work to the field. Please help us welcome and congratulate our 2013 IFEA Hall of Fame inductee, Karen Churchard.